Howdy, friends, and welcome to The Average J. So cheesy.
It is cheesy.
All right, well, it is Tuesday, and it is time for Tuesday Tag. Michelle and I are way behind the ball. It is 7:30 p.m. on Tuesday. We're just going to get it under the wire.
Yeah.
We've had so much going on. I mean, it's been a very busy week, and I haven't been doing good. Physically, I lost a tooth. I went to the dentist for that today. I have a podiatrist appointment tomorrow because I can almost barely walk on my foot. And the other day, I was going through my garage and I tripped and I went to catch myself on the wall and I caught my hand on a big nail that just ripped through. I probably should have gotten stitches. It was deep and it bled real. Michelle was laughing. She said it looked like a crime scene as I walked myself into the kitchen to try to get a bandage and try to put pressure on it to stop the bleed. Blood was on the walls.
Oh, yeah.
Blood was on the floor. It was everywhere. So
the Clorox wipes were
Michelle said they'd bring a black light. It'd be a bad crime scene. You know?
That's what I said.
The splatter print, you know. So, but I mean, oh. It was bad. So, anywho, we really haven't had a whole lot of time to do anything extra. I haven't even shaved. My goodness, look at this. What is wrong with me?
Well, we've been busy.
We have been busy. That's true.
I worked a double shift today.
Yeah, you worked a double shift today.
Yesterday.
Yep, and I had to work late today because I had to take time off to go to the dentist.
Yes.
And this weekend isn't going to be any better because I'm up at the base.
Yeah, and Alex and I have eye doctor appointments on Thursday.
And then I have a follow-up dentist on Monday. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, we're busy.
Anyway, yeah, a lot going on. So, today's questions for the Tuesday tag, no tag Tuesday, excuse me. Everybody's channels will be linked down below. The questions come from over at Trials of a Long-Haired Girl, but they did not come from Tracey. They came from Short Hair Guy Chris, who is Tracey's husband and made up the questions for today. So I texted them to Michelle so that we can say them. So you can ask the questions.
I asked last week.
Oh, you did ask last week?
Yeah,
I don't even remember. So, ooh, I just delete. No, I didn't delete it. I just got rid of it.
Went to big speed.
I hit the back. So, all right. The questions are about fame and famous people, which is not us.
No.
So, number one, have you ever met a famous leader? And it can be political, religious, corporate, military, or whatever you pick.
Okay, so none of the above?
None of the above.
Nope.
I'm just going to preface this entire tag by saying Michelle and I don't get out of the house a whole lot. I guess we did maybe at one point early in life, but in order to meet somebody famous, you'd have to be someplace where a famous person would go. And we don't go to those. Unless there's going to be a famous person at Tractor Supply Company.
Right. At least recently. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. But, so you have none.
No.
I have a couple. A couple that were kind of who I saw versus who I met.
Okay.
So, I'm fortunate. I have been within 50 feet of 3 presidents, you know?
That's crazy.
Yeah, not that I've gotten to talk to them personally, but I went to a graduation that Ronald Reagan was the keynote speaker, and I was right there. I was in the front row. I was literally in the front row.
Okay.
So as he was a sitting president, and I was in the room with President Barack Obama.
Okay.
And I was, like I said, 25, 30 feet from him. I think I was like 6 people back. And that was pretty neat. That was at the base. That was at McGuire Air Force Base. And the third president, actually, I had to clarify, he wasn't president. He was candidate Bill Clinton. And I saw him. So there's 3 presidents that I've seen in person. As far as actually speak to, I've shaken hands and had conversations with Hillary Clinton and Tipper Gore. And also, when I was the president of the school board in town, Chris Christie was doing a big thing on education that particular year. And I think it was summertime, and he came and used our little tiny town of 4,000,
Yep.
5,000
Our
school.
elementary school.
Yeah.
Broad Street.
So luckily, being the president of the board, I got to meet him and talk to him, and it was pretty neat.
I was in the auditorium. I never met him, or
It's all good.
But I was in the auditorium when you spoke.
Yes, you were. Number 2, have you ever met a famous actor?
Only one.
Okay. No, you meant 2. One is yours.
Okay.
2 is together.
Yeah. Okay. So back in the day, I think last tag was, did I ever watch soap operas? So yes, of course, General Hospital was one of my favorites. So I think it was a Philadelphia car show, Antonio Sabato Jr. was there signing autographs, and I got my picture taken with him and an autograph. So he's really the only one as far as, by myself, but together. And
this is the only famous actor I ever met. Michelle and I went to one of my high school reunions. We were at, now this is showing how long ago the reunion was. It was at Trump Marina in Atlantic City. I don't even think that building's there anymore, or if it is, it's not Trump. I don't go to Atlantic City very often, but we had our reunion at, my reunion. Michelle and I went to different high schools at Trump Marina. And after the reunion, we went to dinner in one of the restaurants, and we were sitting there, and it was a bunch of the Wayans brothers, and Damon Wayans was there. And so, we said hi to Damon Wayans. And I mean, I didn't want to interrupt, his dinner. He was eating, with all of his family and everything. So, but I thought that was kind of interesting.
Okay, so if we're going just passing by too.
Well, we said hi, and he said hi back.
Right. That's meeting. We both met. But we both worked at the Holiday Inn in Bridgeport, but at the time I think I was just there at the time. But was it Pennsgrove?
Bruce
Willis.
Sorry,
They had their high school reunion.
And he was there when you were serving the dinner.
Right. Now, did I meet him? No, but I did see him.
That's true.
That was it.
Welcome to the party, pal. Anyway, I love that line.
The waitresses said that he was very nice also, so.
All right, number 3. Have you ever met a famous musician? I don't know about famous, but Taylor Hicks from American Idol. He was the winner of one of the seasons of American Idol, and he was doing a tour of small theaters, and so he did Pittman Theater. Yeah. And so Michelle and I got tickets to that, went and saw.
Only concert I've ever been to.
The only concert she's ever been to.
And it was very good. I mean, it was nice and
He
small.
put on a great show. And at the end of the show, he was kind enough to, sign autographs, and he signed a CD for me and took pictures. It was nice. It was really nice.
I have that. It's over there.
Oh, you might. So. But that's the only famous musician I think we've ever met. Have you ever met a famous athlete?
Okay, so yes. Go ahead.
Well, I'm looking at you. All right, I'll say mine, then you tell about Jimmy Rollins. I said yours first. Oh. Anyway, so I met a lot of athletes actually. Greg Luzinski. You can see Greg Luzinski if you go to Citizens Bank Park on a weekend. Yeah. He has Bull's Barbecue out in the outfield, and he's out there. He'll sign autographs for
the kids got hats.
Yes, they did. Got hats signed by him and everything. So he was an outfielder for Philadelphia Phillies and the Chicago White Sox. So I met him. I met Tim McCarver. Tim McCarver is probably more known as being a broadcaster for the New York Mets, but he was a catcher for the Philadelphia Phillies before that. Tug McGraw. I met Tug McGraw. One that wasn't an athlete, but he was an announcer, was Richie Ashburn. Well, he was an athlete. He was a baseball player before he was an announcer. But I met Richie Ashburn and talked to him for a bit, and that was nice before he had passed. So I think that's about it. I mean, aside from Paulsboro has a lot of local people, like pro football players, like Glenn Howard and Flipper Anderson, Willie Anderson,
Alex Silvestro.
Oh, Alex Silvestro. Alex Silvestro was serving his pancakes at the wrestling banquet, and then he goes on to get a Super Bowl ring. Which is amazing.
Calls for wrestling.
Yeah, so he was a wrestler, but he was a football player too, and he went on to be with the New England Patriots as a tight end. Got a Super Bowl ring. So, but We knew him when he was serving his pancakes.
Yep.
So. But all right, tell your Jimmy Rollins story.
So one, it's only one because we went to like a open house, I guess, at the Fields. But Jimmy Rollins, yeah, I got my picture taken with him, and we talked to each other. Well, he
was a nice guy to you, like
so nice. Well, he lived in my hometown of
Yeah.
Swedesboro, and he actually donated a ton of money to the St. Francis Animal Hospital. So, we take our pets there. So,
So Michelle was talking like
cool.
towny talk.
Yes, we were.
So the only other ones I would say when it comes to athletes is I've met 3 Olympic gold medalists, all in wrestling. So early in like the 80s, I met Ed and Lou Bannock, the Bannock brothers, and they were gold medalists at the 84 games. And then I met John Smith. And the thing about meeting John Smith was I actually got the opportunity to hold his gold medal, which is neat. To hold a gold medal is.
I don't think you've ever told me that.
I don't think I did ever tell you that story, but yeah. So John Smith, up until like last year or the year before, had the most world championships under his belt, and then he was beat by another American, Jordan Burroughs, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But so I met John Smith and Ed and Lou Bannock.
Isn't Burroughs a local kid too?
He was from, well, I guess Winslow Township is what they call it. So he's a South Jersey fella. So never met him though.
No.
So. All right. Have you ever met a famous person who doesn't fit neatly into these 4 categories? Nope.
No.
No.
Oh, no. YouTube. I mean,
YouTube, they're not famous, I would say.
I met Joan from Joan's Point of Play.
Joan from Joan's Point of Play. That's our big celebrity from in town.
Yeah.
So, but no, we met Randy Santel twice.
Right.
He's a competitive eater. He's like a 1 million subscriber guy,
Some
so.
YouTube people, like Breedlove.
Breedlove from YouTube, allears.net.
Disneyland,
Disney
World.
We were on the merry-go-round at first, and we saw him walk, and we shouted to him, and then we saw him later by the Jungle Cruise, got the picture taken with him. So,
so YouTube stars.
So YouTube stars, yeah. So, have you ever encountered a famous person in a totally unforeseen situation? Yeah, the Damon Wayans in Atlantic City. We weren't planning on meeting anybody famous that night. It just happened. So. Have you ever met or known a famous person before they became famous? No. I mean, I would say, like I said, Alex Silvestro is a Super Bowl, player for the New England Patriots, and, we knew who he was beforehand. The only other thing I would say,
singers,
but I have 2 guys that I'm in the military with that are in bands, and they're up and coming bands. Who knows? Maybe one day Vic or Mike might be big. They're in 2 different bands though. Vic's a drummer, and Mike's a bass guitarist. So maybe they might be famous one day. Have you ever been a fan of a band or musical artist before they were cool? No. I don't think I liked anybody until they were famous and I knew about them.
I heard them on the radio.
I like obscure music as it is, kind of techno, weird, kind of music as it is.
You worked college radio stations.
Yeah, I did. I worked college, and I knew a lot of the obscure music at the time.
Yeah.
So.
No.
But no. Okay. Number 9, do you have any particularly good secondhand stories about a friend or family member interacting with a famous person? No.
No, I'm trying to think of our family members. My family doesn't leave
no,
Custer County.
I think back in the day, my mom was in Toys R Us one time, and Ron Jaworski, the former Eagles quarterback, he was the quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles, he was in front of her in line, and somebody said to her, "Oh my God, that's Ron Jaworski," and she didn't believe it, so she tapped him and said, "Excuse me, are you Ron Jaworski?" He said, "Yeah, I am." She goes, "No, you're not." So he's like, "Yeah, I am." Yeah. So anyway, that's about the only thing I can think of.
Yeah.
Number 10, if you could be famous for something, what would it be?
Oh, gosh. Well, it's nowhere near the entertainment industry.
No.
No, I can't sing, can't dance, can't act.
What would I like to be? I'd like to be the person that won the world's biggest lottery.
I was just gonna say,
You know,
like, yeah,
and they,
for winning a lottery.
I want to be known because I was on that show. What was that show that they buy houses for the lottery winners? You know, that guy with all the tattoos on his arms. Anyway, my millionaire dream home or something like that. I want to be famous because I'm on that because I won the lottery. How's that sound?
Okay, I'm with you on that one.
Yes. That was my bad hand. Oh, Michelle hit my bad hand.
You put it up there.
It was reactionary to this. Anyway, between my hand hurting and my foot hurting and my tooth hurting,
you're a mess.
I am a mess. Oh my God. Anyway, but that's it. That's 10 questions. Yeah. Thank you, Chris, for making those questions up. Thank you for Tracey for letting Chris make the questions up. And again, everybody's going to be down. I was going to say downstairs. They're not going to be downstairs by downstairs. They're going to be down in the comments below. So, don't what?
No, nothing.
Oh. Michelle just got like mid-thought and then...
Well, no, you had said, thanks, Tracey, for letting Chris make the question.
Well, I'm just saying, you know, it's nice when people who are the primary for the channels, you know, are I know that Joan has let Doug, and I know she lets the boys. I think the boys are next week. Maybe. I have to check that again. I don't know. I don't know that for sure. I'm just saying. But
I bet you they got good questions.
Oh, they would. Because they're sharp as knives, for sure. But it's nice, you know, when people, you know, let their families participate in the No Tag Tuesday. I think it's great. You get different points of view. So, anywho, that is going to do it for now. And hopefully I can get this thing edited and up before 12 o'clock so I can say I got the No Tag Tuesday up on Tuesday. Got my work cut out for me because I still have stuff to do around the house, but got to go put the chickens away. It's about 8 o'clock.
We tried.
We tried putting them chickens away today because we were already outside. We delivered eggs to the neighbors and we already had our coats on. So we're like, let's try to like lure them in with bread. There were 2 birds, Snowball and Harriet. Would not go inside. So subsequently the whole thing was a wash because then eventually all the other ones came out and everything. So I'm going to have to wait until it gets dark. I took the light out of the coop. So I don't know. There's nothing to really draw them in there. But anyhow. But thanks again for watching. Like, subscribe, hit that subscribe button if you can. Please leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the questions. Let me know if you've ever met anybody famous. Or let me know if you've met any of the people that I said. But thanks again. Have a great night. Bye. All right, this is future Jason coming back to you. After we got done recording and everything, and we're kind of like off camera, it hit me, and I'll put pictures in. I also do have 2 TV personalities that I got to meet. I was in New York for the Air Force's birthday, and I got to be on Good Morning America. I was actually I got to speak on Good Morning America. I got to say that where we were from, which was pretty cool, because I met Ginger Z, and Ginger Z, it was funny because I said we're from Joint Base McGuire Dick Lakehurst, and she says, that's too much for me to say. Why don't you say it? So when they came back from the break, and she said, you know, and here we have members of the Air Force from, microphone over to me, and I got to on Good Morning America say Joint Base McGuire Dick Lakehurst.
I'm pretty sure we have that on video.
I do, but I don't know where it is. I'm not going to be able to find it. But the thing isn't about me being famous, because I'm not. But it's about people we met. I met Ginger Z, and at that same day when we went to Good Morning America, I also met Carla Hall from the Chew. Yeah, I mean, we saw all of them, but Carla actually came over, and I actually got the opportunity to talk to her. So the rest of it was just, hey, how you doing? So, but I actually talked to her. So, all right, back to reality.